Obviously, everyone knows we do like card breaking, which has actually gotten quite lucrative. Even though it's been a backyard sort of set up at the moment, but we're going to take it to the next level as well. So just a handful of things, but plenty to keep me busy.
How does the card breaking work? I've seen a couple of your live videos and things like that on social media. Like how does that work? Like you say it's sort of taken off at the moment.
Yeah, so essentially, like I'll just catch up with card breakers. They wanted me to be a guest breaker, and they give me product as a thank you, and I'll just open it on my own personal breaks. And then people said, oh, people buy into breaks. And then I've got a friend who's a card enthusiast, and it sort of grew from there. And to put it like short story would be that these boxes can cost thousands of dollars. So we buy the boxes, guys buy in weight classes, for example, and any cards we pull for that weight class they get. So you could pull a one of one card that's worth $10,000 for $65 entry, for example. So it's a cheaper way to buy into breaks and still get these big cards.
Man. And you just do UFC card breaks at the moment?
Just UFC at the moment, but to be honest, like once you get into the hobby, like everything's appealing. Um, like even like we if people want us to break Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, we'd probably do it. And there's cards for everything, EPL, NBA, F1 cars. So it's a very broad hobby, and we just like rarity. Anything that's rare, anything that's one of one, doesn't matter what sport or what niche it's from, we enjoy it.
I remember, like, have you always like collected cards and done it? Because I remember, 20 odd years ago, NBA cards they were awesome. And then, people throw them out or whatever. And then during COVID lockdowns, it made a massive resurgence, right? Like, yeah, has it been something
Yeah.
you've always done or it's something you picked up over the last couple of years?
Nah, never. It's very recent. In fact, like my mate who we're really close friends now, but I actually didn't like going over his house because he'd always pull his cards out and it annoyed me and then I just sort of fell into it. I mean, he showed me a card and he says, "Oh, this is worth like 5K, this is worth 10K." Just blows my mind that something like But at the end of the day, when you think about it, it's something that's tangible, something that you can keep forever. Like, opposed to NFTs, for example.
Yeah.
Um, it's something that you can keep forever. So you see some of these cards, Mickey Mantle cards that are 50, 60 years old. They're just worth millions of dollars. And once you get into the hobby, you sort of understand why.
What's like your most prized card or the most valuable that you've got?
Most valuable? Well, the ones that we pull, we don't really, we can't keep them. They're for other people. So even if we pull a card that's worth $100,000, we have to send it to them. You know what I mean? It's their card. Myself, I have it's called a color wheel of Anderson Silver, which is it's called a super short print. So there's not many of them. And I have a one of one Pantoja as well. So it's not an autograph, but it's the only one in the world of him.
And what about the most valuable one that you've got and you've sort of been able to give away or someone's bought into?
Oh, do you have an idea? I'm talking to my manager. We pulled a one of one Tito Ortiz signature auto. It's the only one in the world of Tito Ortiz. So
Ah,
I reckon that one should like surely like worth some money.
that's awesome. You talking like up to six figures, right, for a one of one Tito signed card?
For UFC, for that one, probably not. I think the most expensive like 80K US for a Khabib one of one autograph. I think
Yeah.
or probably Conor McGregor. Um, they're not at the level of soccer cards yet because they are still new, but it will get to that level eventually. Some soccer cards, you pull a one on one Messi, you're talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially more.